everyone, it's Michaela and I am back with part 2 of my weight loss journey and what I decided to do from July until now. So as I talked about in my other video, and if you haven't watched that one yet, please go back and watch it because it has a lot of kind of what I went through and what I struggled with and where I started. And so as I said at the end of it, I had decided that intermittent fasting just wasn't the right thing for me. It just was too restrictive in the times that I could eat, and I felt like I was missing out on things, combined with, for me, it wasn't restrictive enough in what I was eating. So at first I decided, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and count calories. And I did that for a little bit, but I found that my weight loss stalled again pretty much immediately. So like the first couple weeks I lost, and then I just stopped losing again. And so I had been watching a few different videos on YouTube and just like some other like Instagram accounts and things like that. And I kept on seeing Weight Watchers, or they call it now WW, pop up. So they had a deal where I could do 3 months for free, and then I paid for the other 3 months. So I had to commit to 6 months total. And I was like, well, I'll try it. So I got the app, I downloaded it, I paid for it. I did the little test thing to figure out what color plan I should do, because they have 3 different plan colors, green, blue, and purple, which don't really pay much attention to that right now because it's all changing in about a week. So I decided to, so I kind of looked it up and I realized some things that I didn't like and some things that I wasn't sure I wanted to or was willing to change. And so, for example, the way Weight Watchers calculates its food points, because it's a point-based system. So if you're not familiar with Weight Watchers, what they do is instead of counting calories for everything, you have points. And so you get a certain amount of points every day, and then they rate your food according to the fat, the sugar content, and I believe like fiber and stuff as well. And so, for example, the plan that I started on was the green plan, and so all fruits and vegetables on that are 0 points. But before, when I was counting calories, like I could have a banana for like 100 calories, or I could have 100 calories of M&Ms, which, you know, it was the same. And so I would choose, okay, well, I'm going to have 100 calories of M&Ms with my popcorn tonight, and I'm not going to eat bananas. Well, you really have to change the way you think with Weight Watchers, which in hindsight was something I really needed. I really needed to change my thought process and the way I viewed the foods that I was eating. So the same banana on Weight Watchers is going to be 0 points, whereas the same amount of M&Ms on Weight Watchers I think is like 5 or 6 points. So it really is a way to retrain your mind to start choosing healthier foods. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that say that Weight Watchers really promotes processed and healthy foods, and I don't think that that's true. Yes, there's a lot of people that choose processed and unhealthy foods, but that's not what Weight Watchers is really promoting. So I started Weight Watchers at the beginning of July, and I started at 194.6 pounds. And so that's what I've been doing ever since. And I have my weekly weigh-ins. There was a couple weeks that I didn't weigh in July because we were in Idaho. But so July 4th, like I said, I weighed in at 196.4. July 11th, so 1 week later, I weighed in at 190.6. July 18th, 189.4. And then I had the couple weeks that we were in Idaho. So August 2nd, I weighed in at 186.4. August 9th, 184.8. August 16th, 183. And anyway, I don't think that you want to hear exactly my weigh-ins every single day, or not every single day, every single week. But My last weigh-in was Monday the 1st, and I weighed in at 167 pounds. I am, sorry, trying not to get too emotional here. So I am at the lowest weight that I have personally been since before my second child was born. For my height, I am finally out of the obese category for the BMI, which I know there's a lot of controversy anymore about how healthy the BMI is and if it's really that great for us anymore and if it needs to be updated. And so I guess I take that with a grain of salt, but I've been in the obese category up until I think it was 169 pounds was when I dropped below the obese category. So, and I'll go ahead and put up different pictures that I have throughout, the past 5 months, because we're in November. Yeah, so the past 5 months. So in 5 months, doing Weight Watchers versus doing like the intermittent fasting, in 5 months, I have lost 28.6 pounds. A whole year of intermittent fasting, I had lost about 40 pounds. So I definitely feel like for me that the Weight Watchers is working a lot better. It's really, sorry for my dog's tail. Anyway, it's really reprogrammed the whole way that I view food and what I'm choosing to eat. And, even with this past weekend being Halloween, I've taken a few pieces of my kids' candy because that's a great thing for me about Weight Watchers is that I can still have the things that I want. I can still have the things that I enjoy. So I enjoy Snickers. And then one of my kids gave me an Almond Joy last night. And just the little fun size ones, which I think the fun size ones are perfect when you're trying to be healthier because you can have one, not a handful, not a bag full, but you can have one and you can satisfy your craving that you're having and then you can move on with life. I get very sad for people in the weight loss groups when I see things like, oh, I'm really craving this, but I can't have this, or I'm really craving that, but I can't have that. And I fully 100% believe that to be successful with any kind of healthy life, healthy living, weight loss, anything, you have to be able to eat the things that you enjoy. You can't cut everything out of your diet. And maybe for some people it works, but I think for the majority of us, we can't cut everything out. It's just not sustainable. And so I have found substitutes for things that I really like. And then I've found how to eat a lot of the things I really enjoy in moderation. So, like for example, I've said before, I really love Mexican food. And so one of the things that I love to get is at Sam's Club. They have these little mini tacos. I mean, they're like this big. And so I will cook 4 of those in my air fryer because you have to have an air fryer. If you don't have an air fryer, like, I don't know what you're doing with your life because they're just amazing. Anyway, so I'll cook 4 of those in my air fryer and I'll have them with half of a packet of guacamole, also from Sam's Club, and a whole bunch of salsa from Costco because Costco has the best fresh salsa. It's just amazing. And then with that, instead of using just normal chips, I buy these things called Good Thin crackers. And so they're a corn cracker. And so I can have 17 of these little crackers for just a point. And then I also have discovered I don't really love salads. And that's okay. It's okay to not enjoy those things and not force yourself to eat those. But one thing I really do love is I love to cut up cucumbers and tomatoes together with some apple cider vinegar. And so that's been really the big trick for me that has made things much more successful for me. However, I do still in little ways, do intermittent fasting. So I don't do intermittent fasting crazy like I was before. And really, I need to kind of rein it in a little bit because I think it would help, but what I'm doing right now is successful, so I'm not too concerned. But typically, most days, I don't eat breakfast anymore. And so I won't eat until lunchtime, and that works for me. And so I will start around 12 or 1 o'clock most days, and I always make a drink of water. So let me show you. So we got these from Costco a while ago, and I really, really like them. So what I will typically do is I will put some collagen powder from Costco, a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I know there's a lot of controversy on if it does anything or not, but I feel like it helps me. And then some flavored water. I like the Mio flavorings is what I use most of the time. And so I will drink this as I'm cooking my lunch. But I also make sure before that I'm drinking a lot of water. And so doing these things has really made such a huge impact on my weight loss. And as I said before, it's really reprogrammed my brain in how I choose the food that I eat, how I look at the food that I'm eating, and really how I'm fueling my body. And to be perfectly honest, I'm still not exercising. So I have lost now 69 pounds, and I don't exercise. I need to. I know that I need to. But if you've watched my mystery medical condition, I think sometimes I get to the point where I'm almost exercising again and that happens. And I don't know. I just haven't been able to really get into exercise again. I do notice that I do like more basic things. Like I take the kids to the park a lot more, even though our park's quite a ways away in our subdivision. We could walk, but we go in the evening when it's getting dark, and so a lot of times we drive. But I do notice that I'm doing more things like that with the kids than I was before. Size-wise, I have gone from a 2X or like a really, really tight 18 pants, and now I am in a medium top. I know you can't tell very well with this, but it's kind of a baggier top. So this is a medium. And I'll post pictures. I'm sure that I'll go through and do that. But so I'm in a medium top now and a size 12 pants from 18. Like I said, I do lose weight a lot slower on my bottom half, especially having 6 kids and 6 C-sections. I do have a very pronounced mommy pouch, and it's starting to go down, but that definitely was not for me the first area that I've lost weight. So going forward, I am still hoping to lose more weight. To be quite honest, when I first started this, I never even thought that I would get to where I'm at right now. The idea of being in the 160s again was just something that seemed so unobtainable, so impossible. But I'm here. And so my next goal or my next steps, as I said, Weight Watchers is getting ready to release a new program. I've heard lots of rumors. I don't know what's true, what's not true. I'm very nervous because what I'm doing right now is working very well for me. And so I am worried that changing it up will either be a good thing or a bad thing. And I'm not sure at this point yet what it's going to be. But I do hope to walk you guys through the changes as they happen with me. Because I've heard that on the first day, which is supposed to be November 8th, that we will open up the app and it's going to take us through a quiz. And based on this quiz, everyone is going to have each their own 0-point foods. And so everyone's going to be on different plans in essence and different points, and I don't even know. So I do plan on taking you guys through that with me once we get there. I do plan on continuing Weight Watchers for now. And if I find for some reason that the new plan just isn't working for me, And then I'll take a lot of what I've learned and I'll go back to calorie counting, because I've really learned more about the things that I personally need to eat and the things that I need to avoid and the things that I'm more successful on. Um, I really do need to get to the point of exercising. I keep on saying that. We'll see. I'm just being honest. For me, it's not the easiest thing. I like today, I'm recording these videos when I actually have 3 assignments that are due tonight, and so I'll be working on those for quite a while the rest of the day. It's getting ready to storm. I always have a harder time getting all these things done when it's storming. So for me, exercise is one of the last things that I do, but I do know how important it is and good it is for me to do. I'm just not good at doing it. And then as far as goals, I don't really know. I'm afraid to say goals because I don't know if it's possible. I mean, I'm already in a territory right now that I didn't think was possible. So maybe I'll be brave and say it would be amazing if I could get down to 140. Or wouldn't it be really even more amazing if even just once I got down to 136 and could say that I lost 100 pounds? At this point, I still want to lose weight, but I'm also very happy with the progress that I've made. Do I think that I would be happy if I didn't lose any more weight? Probably not, but I think that I'm not in a hurry at this point. I am just continuing to find foods that I enjoy, that are healthy, that work for me. And I'm okay with the progress that I'm making, and I'm okay with where I'm at today. And when I stop and think about it, I am so proud of myself for the things that I've accomplished because it hasn't been easy. There's been a lot of up and downs, and I think that everyone that's lost a lot of weight or has really struggled with weight their whole lives will tell you that it is not easy. There's a lot of up and downs, and you have to get to a point where you decide what is your why? What is your reason? Why do you want to change? Because nothing else matters. It doesn't matter if I want to look prettier for my husband. It has to be my own personal why. And FYI, for your information, my husband has always loved me, has always thought I was beautiful, has always been extremely supportive. But I think that that's the key to my weight loss success is discovering my why, discovering my reasons, and reminding myself of that on the days that it was hard, combined with finding other things to eat and enjoy that are healthier and not trying to force myself to eat things that I really don't like. If I don't like salads, why should I force myself to eat a salad just because it's healthier for me? So if you have any questions, I definitely would love to answer them. I will try and update more on my weight loss as I go. I'm hoping to add a whole bunch of pictures to these videos. That way you guys can really see where I've come from, where I am. And then who knows, maybe in 6 months, July of 2022, 2 years after starting my journey, we'll see where I'm at. We'll see where I go with this. And if you have any questions, I am more than willing to offer what I think, but all of this is just my opinion. It's just what's worked for me, and no two people are gonna be the same. Our bodies are all different. We all have different things that work and don't work for us, and so just because this lifestyle is working really well for me doesn't mean it'll work well for you. But if you are interested, I highly suggest giving Weight Watchers a chance. I will try and post a link in the description box for you. I would suggest, though, probably waiting till November 8th. That way you can start with the new plan. And I will go ahead and do kind of a screen recording on that day as I open up my app and do my test for the first time. And I'll let you know how it's working out for me. So thank you for supporting me with the channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe so I know that you're there and that you're enjoying what I'm putting out. And I wish you all the best of luck in all your challenges and things that you are going through personally, that you're trying to strive for change, because we all have things we're working on and they're all different things, and that's okay. So have a great day, and I will see you next time.